There we go. Thank you very much for joining. Today we're going to go over Give It Time by Goose. Really digging this song here lately. We only have a few chords, but in true Rick fashion, these are the types of chords that I like to say need to get over themselves. They're just a little tricky here and there, but it's not too bad. So we'll go over these chords, the progression, as well as the main lead melody line you can play as well. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hitting the bell for notifications. I do greatly appreciate it. If you're a return, you already know. Let's go ahead and hop in. Okay, so for Give It Time, the main chords here, we've got a D flat, an A flat, an E flat. Those are the majority of the chords in the song there. We also have a B flat minor. We have an E diminished 7, which sucks. I love the sound of it. It's just an annoying chord to get to here. And we've got an F minor. We've got an F minor 7 over E flat, and then a B flat over D. Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, these chords are mostly caged C and G shaped chords. Rick likes to play those a lot. So if you want to play a lot of Goose stuff, I highly recommend getting used to these chord voicings because they will show up. They show up a lot. So the main part of the verse here, B flat. So we're barring the first fret here. Middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the B. Ring finger is on the 3rd fret here of the D, and pinky is on the 4th of the A. So that is our D flat. So this is a caged C-shaped version here. And then from here we're going to go to A flat. We're just going to keep that bar on the 1st fret, and then I just have my ring finger here on the 3rd fret of the A. So we're playing that. So we go from. And then for our E flat, exact same shape as this D flat here, just shifting everything down. So now we're barring that 3rd fret there. Okay, so D flat, A flat, E flat. And again, if you really struggle with trying to play them this way, you can play the standard, your normal, what I call normal bar chords here. So D flat, A flat, E flat. So you can definitely play it this way. It'll sounds almost exactly the same. But this is definitely how Rick is playing them. The Goosemiss video, you can really see his hands pretty well, at least for portions of it. Okay, so we'll go through this part of the progression multiple times here. Third third line of the verse, it'll go, is this really what I want? And then from here you go to your B flat minor, which is barring 7th fret here, or sorry, barring the 6th fret. Ring finger is on the 8th of the A, and pinky is on the 8th of the D. So there's your B flat minor, back to an A flat. Now because I'm playing this B flat minor here, I'm going to play just kind of the standard A flat here, and then to the E flat. So and then the last line here, which is probably the trickiest part here. So we go for this D flat, A flat. Now I'm going to play E flat here because this lets me get to that diminished chord much easier. So then we have an F minor, then the F minor 7 over E flat, and then the B flat over D. Okay, so again, the last line of the verse, D flat, A flat, standard E flat, E diminished 7. It's a mouthful. So the way to play that chord, so your standard E flat here, you're going to bar the 6th and the 8th frets. And the reason I like this for this next chord is because if I can keep my bar here, I put my middle finger on the 7th fret of the A, ring finger on the 8th of the D, and pinky on the 8th of the B. Gives you that awesome diminished sound there. And it's definitely easier coming from this E flat to this, in my opinion, than coming from here and trying to get them there. But you can do it that way too. So from the E flat here, this barred version here, to that diminished 7. And then from here we're going to an F minor. So barring the 8th fret here, then middle finger is on the 9th fret of the B. Pinky is on the 10th of the G, and ring is on the 10th of the D. So there's your F minor. From here you'll keep this barred, and then we're just going, this is basically like a G, a cage G version here. So for the F minor 7 over E flat here, so keeping that bar, ring finger is going to go to the 10th fret of the A, pinky is going to go to the 11th of the low E. That's that chord for you there. And finishing with this B flat over D. This is another cage version of the C, so everything we've been playing here just moved down. So now we're barring the 10th fret. And we've got our cage C version after that. So middle finger is on the 11th of the B, ring is on the 12th of the D, and pinky is on the 13th of the A. All right. So again, that last piece here. Just like that. And the good thing about it is a slow song, so you don't have to be super quick with those transitions. And each one is basically one beat for the most part. So okay, and then from there we go to the chorus, which is just D flat, A flat, E flat. And you can play it this way. I'm pretty sure Rick is playing it that way, at least in the Goose video. Yep, so if your fingers get too tired playing it this way, you can definitely play it this way. So for this song, for me at least, very helpful to play along with some recordings for the timing. It's basically 1, 2, 3, 4. But but I find that sometimes that rhythm, because it's so slow, can be kind of hard to do by yourself, at least initially. So playing along with the recording will definitely help here. Okay, so we go through the verse, then we got that chorus once, and then we'll go back through another verse, chorus again, and the second time through the chorus, I think it's after 3, turn it up and let it go, that line. I think 3 times from there. I think the last time you go to that D flat, A flat, and back to the D flat. We'll kind of hold there for a minute, and then go to the jam, which is E flat, D flat, A flat. So they'll jam on that for a while, and then they'll come back into the chorus again, but using this chord progression. Okay, and then after that, they'll jam again. So again, so that jam, being E flat, D flat, A flat. I think this song is technically in the key of A flat. Looking at the chords that we have in here, I think almost all of them fit in that A flat, the A flat key. The jam, I think, I know E flat mixolydian is the best scale for that jam. The reason I know that is because the main theme riff comes directly out of that E mixolydian scale. Really great riff. It's a lot of fun to play. So I'll put that E flat mixolydian scale up there. I've not actually tabbed out this lead line. It's strongly loosely based. I think maybe like the ending of it is not exactly what Rick is playing, but you can absolutely hear this is the main theme that he's playing around with, and it's a lot of fun to play. So we're going to start on an E flat. So 8th fret here of that G, gonna be our E flat, and a little trill there, so that he's doing. So we're hitting that 3 times. Okay, so that's E flat, F, so E flat, F, G, what we're doing here. Alright, so 8th fret, 10th fret on the G, 8th fret on the B, back to the 8th fret here on the G. So E flat, F, G, E flat. Okay, and then from here, and I'm sure he's doing a lot of different variations where he's probably bending and all that stuff there. Again, this is meant to give you a good basis for yourself. So all right, so what we're doing here, all on the D string, on the 10th fret here, I'm going to hammer on to the 11th, back to the 10 there. Then we're going to go to the 8th fret, hammer on, pull off. Okay. Okay, so we do that part twice there. all I'm doing there, I'm going here to the 9th fret on that B. So we're going to A flat to a B flat there. Okay. Then we're getting her back. So the last time through, last time through we'll come to this A flat again. So I'm going to go ahead and play through that again just a few more times slowly. Again, the main thing I talked about, that's the main piece. If you get that part down and kind of listen to it, you should be able to kind of branch out and hear most of the rest. But I will go ahead and play through this a few more times slowly, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing along with the scale on the screen there. Alright guys, I hope this helps you guys out. Please leave me feedback, comments below, and see you guys again soon.